I'm here with Mr. David Carr on a third take here of the ski jumps here in Allegany State Park, Red House side. We're at the bridge from Lower Red House Brook, just below the dam. David, you were saying there's a schoolhouse along the way here.
Yes, we're just behind the information, and the night before school started, it mysteriously burned to the ground. So all the kids that went to that school and at the administration building, the ranger station used to be on the north end of the building, and they moved out. They moved into a smaller office in the back, and all the kids, they had school at the administration building until the new school was built, which was the next year, and that was across the road where those big pine trees are. So that's where I went to school from the first grade until the 8th grade, and then I went to Randolph.
Very good. Now, you said you lived on this road as we talked about in the previous clips and everything, and you said the wetlands here used to be a ditch that you and the kids would play in when you lived here.
Yeah, it was a ditch, and we'd go up into the sugar bush, which is where the road now goes into the park. I don't know what they call it, but we'd go up there and play, and we'd try and catch pollywogs out of the creek. We had a lot of fun. Well, it was a small ditch, but there was always a lot of water in it, and I'm glad to see that they've turned it into a wetland sanctuary now, so that everybody can enjoy it.
Indeed, quite beautiful. So we're in the proximity of a lot of houses, like I said. Now, was there the CCC camp? Do you recall about that? I understand that was where the new refuge center is there on Red House.
Well, the first CC camp was directly across the road from where we lived on what is now called the service road. And I can't remember what year, then they moved it up to where the refuge center is. But I was only about 4 or 5 years old at that time, and the workers in the CC camp, if they had a tear in their pants or something, they'd bring it over to my mother, and she'd do their mending for them, mend their socks. And every once in a while, they'd take my brother and I over to their mess hall, and we'd eat with all the guys that were there. And I thought that was the greatest thing in the world, having dinner with all these guys when most of them had World War I uniforms that they were wearing, and I thought that was great. But
very good. In your time, when the CCC was here, what cabin loops did they build, to your recollection?
I can't remember that because at that time I was pretty young, but they did work on many of the trails. They planted a lot of the pine trees in the park. They also were instrumental in making hiking paths, which would now, I don't know if they used any of them for bike paths or four-wheel paths, but and they planted an awful lot of pine trees in the park. As you're going up to where the old incinerator used to be, going up to Beauvais, all those pine trees there along the way were planted by the CCC. And any place you go in the park where there's big stands of pine trees, they planted them.
Very good. Okay, we're going to conclude this third clip in the interest of time and move over to Beauvais, if that's okay, sir?
Sure.
Thank you very much.